What's going on? Welcome to the Tool Fear Inoculum bass lesson. Buckle up, guys. This song is amazing. It's Justin Chancellor, Tool's bassist, is a beast. He's got impeccable tone, monster chops, and he's by far one of my favorite bassists. Tool's one of my favorite bands, so go figure. So as far as the setup, he uses a wall bass, which has insane active pickups on there. They're just super dialed. He uses multiple Gallion-Kruger heads, and he generally splits the signal after his effects. So he sends one to a clean, like a one clean setup, and then he has one dirty setup as well, just a little overdriven. So his tone on this song ranges from ambient all the way to slightly dirty. The intro section is full of volume swells. I'll show you guys how to do all that stuff. So what's playing in this song is, full of classic Tool syncopated rhythms, multiple time signatures, and as far as bass tone there and overall playing, there's nothing like this. It's his signature Justin Chancellor all day in this one. So we're going to use drop D tuning, and we're going to use a touch of chorus, touch of flange, little bit of delay in the beginning, a little overdriven at the end, but not much. He doesn't have to because his parts are just heavy, so good. So in this one, Tool gets a little, now they're getting older. It's been 13 years. It's now they're showing their a little sophistication, and they do a key change here in the middle of this one. The song starts in A minor, and it eventually modulates into D minor, right around the guitar solo. So be sure to check out the tabs. There's a link below. You can download them, you can print them. And that being said, let's get to it. All right, here's that intro section to Fear Inoculum, built around this motif here, this. So we have D string 7th, G 5th fret, back to 5th on the D. This intro part is all volume swells. So it's kind of got this that sound to it. To get that, I'm going to use my volume knobs. I got 2 pickups. I'm going to turn one of the pickups all the way down. Then I'm going to use one of the volume knobs to get that swell effect. So to get that, what you need to do is hammer on really hard and then slowly increase that volume. So it almost like, I think of it as like a bow, like on a cello or a violin. Easy way to do this is going to have a volume pedal and just rock it forward as you want it to increase, as you want that swell to come in. So either way is going to get the job done. Like I said, for this video, I'm going to set one of my pickups, turn the volume all the way down, then I'm going to use the other pickup volume knob to get that swell. Okay. One thing to keep in mind too is when you do the hammer on, your volume should be turned all the way down, and then bring in that volume, because you don't want to hear that initial hit. You don't want to hear the initial attack. First phrase, like we were saying before, 7th, 5th on the G, 5, 7 on the D. Then hang on the 5th fret on the G there, all the while doing the swells. Okay, so the next phrase is going to repeat. I think it's 5 times. It goes like this. This one's a little tricky to get this the quick volume swells this. So in order to get this, you got to be super fast on the volume knob. It's okay if you don't get it all the way turned down, but get it most of the way turned down, just to take most of that attack away. Next, we're going to start building a little bit. That's going to be D7. This time we're going to jump up to the 7th fret on the G as well. Then we still got that little 5-7 on the D. All right, now we're going to harmonize a little bit. It goes up 9th and 12th on the G, and we're going to use that 12th fret on the D as well. So it goes like this. This is a little tricky. The quick notes are coming from the 12th on the D to the 9th on the G, but you'll get it after playing that intro for a bunch of times. You're gonna be a champion. You're gonna be a swell champion, and that's gonna be no problem hitting this. He ends the phrase like. So that's all on the G. So we got 9, 12, and 14. And that's the intro section. It's basically the same thing, this motif, but with slight changes just to make it extra tasty, because that's how Tool does it. So up next we have that intro kind of groove section before the vocals come in. It's the same thing, kind of repeated, but it's perfect, so why change it? I'll play it a few times, then we'll go through it. What we have a delay. We have a delay pedal kicked on. So try to time the delay to get the kind of backbeat, that da 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 da. Because it sounds like he's playing it twice, but he's only playing it once. So like every note. Okay. As far as the notes, we have open A, then we have 7th fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, and then we have a hammer on from 5 to 7 back on the D. So it's open, back to that open, 7, open, then we go to the A, then that hammer on. So here to slow. So in typical Tool fashion, we have some odd time signatures. You know, I like to break this up into 2 6s. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then a 4. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4. So the first measure of 6 is that open 7. Next measure of 6 is that open 5. So we have 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Then the measure of 4 is going to be that hammer on. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So it goes 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4. Easier just to feel it, but just in case you want to know, that's pretty sure that's how they're counting it out too. Before going into the next section, he does kind of a descending line here. So go. Okay. So it's all happening on the G string here. We go from 9, 7 to 5. Then we hit that 5 on the D, and then hammer back on to get back into it. So it's open. So I'll play the main riff and then come into that descending line. Okay, so during the lyric Venom and Mania, he does something a little different. It goes like this. So the notes are open 9, open 5, and then we do open, but instead of hammering on here, we're going to hammer on this 5. All right, last section leading into the chorus is going to be all right, open 9, open 5, then 5 on the D, and hammer on 5, 7 on the G. All right, then we're into the chorus. All right, so now we're into the chorus, and this is just a monster riff. I'll play through it a few times, then we'll get into it. All right, so everything's pretty much around the 3rd and 5th fret. Few hammer-ons on the 2nd fret up here. We're going to start off with that open A. First kind of little lick is. So what that is open A a couple times, a little pull off on the 5th, then we hit the 3rd. Okay, one more time. Here's one of those hammer-ons on the 2nd fret on the D string, like that. From there, 3rd fret on the low D. Okay, so it goes. That's what we got so far. From there, we're going to do one of the hammer-ons on the 5th fret A string. It's like open. So from. All right, from that pull off on our D here. Okay, so far we have nice and slow. Okay, we only hit this 5th fret low D string here one time. Then we do like a little run that leads into the beginning of the riff again. The little run is open. It's like a hammer on onto the 3rd fret here, A string. Then we do a pull off from the 2nd fret and open on our high D string here. So it's okay. So here's the whole riff. Okay, here it is, game speed. All right, so the last time they played the chorus riff there, it's going to end a little different, and it's just awesome. So it's. So it starts off the same. After that hammer-on, instead of coming to this 3rd fret, we're going to go low D. Okay, so it's. Now we're going to let it hang. Count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to come 3rd fret. Slide up to that 10th fret. Back down to the 5th fret, finish on the 7th fret. Okay, so here's the ending riff again. Okay, so next section, we're going to do some of those swells again. You guys know how to play this. It just starts with that kind of descending line. And we're back into that kind of thing. All right.